Well, hello everyone.
Welcome to the third movie, and Pokemon the Movie Free, also known as Spell of the Unknown. I'm conflicted.
Yeah. I got to the end of the movie and I'm like, well, I know I didn't especially like it, but I was like, but why? I'm not totally sure. I think I have one thought that might be what it is, and that's that unless I missed something, there is a plot hole that's bothering me.
Okay, I don't know which one you'd be talking about. Should we just go over this to see if it's actually anything first, or?
Yeah. Why did the Unown just not give her dad back?
Their alphabets? I don't know.
They're like giving her they're like granting all of her wishes. Why did they just not give her dad back?
I think the thing they were going for was that that her dad was like an Entei. So they gave her an Entei as her dad. I think that's what the Unown were going for. I'm not fully sure. Because she's thinking because I am Entei, roar. And then the Entei shows up. And the Unown are reading her mind. And it's like, oh, you want an Entei as a dad? Okay. You want an Entei? Okay.
Yeah. I don't like that, and I think that's what I don't like that, and I think that's really what made this movie kind of fall flat for me. Because I'm just not, because I don't buy into that, I am not engaged. I don't buy into. I really forgot her name. What's her name?
Molly.
Because I don't buy into that. I just not emotionally invested in Molly, which kind of makes almost the whole movie fall apart for me. Like, I'm just not emotionally invested.
She's lonely and wants her parents.
Yeah, but
and the Unown have the IQ of actual alphabet soup.
She can't even, like... Like... It just doesn't feel... I'm just not sold on it. This
movie has a bunch more problems than just the Unown being idiots.
Yeah, but that's like the core. I think that's like the core problem. Like if not for that problem, I think I could pretty easily overlook most other things and be like, there are some problems, but at its core, it's really solid. But I feel like it's like the core of the story, and it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. That is kind of stupid that you pointed out, but it's like, eh. For me, it's like, they're dumb.
Yeah, but I don't like that the reasoning for this is how the plot happens is because character is dumb. That's how the plot happens.
Pokemon dumb.
Pokemon dumb and not in.
We needed a movie with it. We wanted a movie with Entei in it. How do we get an Entei into the movie?
Yeah. There's also that. Like, it's like not even actually Entei. He doesn't do any fire type stuff. Like,
I think he jumps through a Charizard's flamethrower like once.
Which, like, you could just be like, Yeah, usually legendary Pokemon so he could tank a flamethrower. It doesn't even, like, support him being a fire type.
Yeah.
Like, Mewtwo could do that, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where do we start? Ash is Ash, Brock is Brock, Misty is Misty. We went through most of the main characters already.
Pikachu's Pikachu.
Team Rocket is Team Rocket. How the fuck did James's line get through? I haven't seen this many strange letters since the last time I opened up a personal ad. How the frick did that get past it?
Because the kids don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but 4Kids does, and they are known for catching shit like that.
I don't know. They can't catch everything. Can't catch it. They're not Pokemon trainers, so they can't catch them all.
Okay, so
remember how they introduced the new trainer at the beginning of the movie? Remember how she didn't matter at all?
the Lisa character?
Yeah. Remember how she literally didn't matter?
She was there as a battle for Ash to get for the opening credits.
Yeah.
And then she was kind of a side character for the rest.
She was a side character for the next 15 minutes, and then she, like, basically didn't really do anything at all. Like, after that initial battle, she was just kind of there with other people watching things happen.
The most she did was give Ash a Pokegear so he can have the scientist telling him what's going on.
Literally, if she wasn't in the movie, we would have to find another way to have an opening battle. That is her, and someone else would have to give Ash the Pokegear, I guess.
I mean, at least it's not like other Pokemon movies that just have Ash starting with a Pokemon battle and then that trainer he's fighting just never shows up again. Like, at all.
Okay, slight improvement.
Where it's like a slight improvement over that. She had a name. That's more than I could say about guy who lost a Golem battle with a Pikachu.
I think that's what makes it weird, though. Is just like they're like, yeah, she has a name, and they hang out with her for a couple minutes, and you're like, oh, she's going to be a character throughout. She's going to be notable throughout this whole movie, right? She's an actual character, and then she does nothing, and just like you like completely forget she's in the movie. By
well, half of the characters do that. Professor Oak does that. He could literally be replaced by any other scientist character.
That's different when he's in every single movie.
For now. Is Molly's dad even worth mentioning? For the 2 minutes of screen time he has?
I guess they did a pretty decent job of being like, yay, cool father-daughter relationship. Yay!
Which is red flag of death flag.
Yeah, they're like,
just
yeah,
death flag on his head.
He is out of the picture. He is going to. He's like, Dad, out of the picture in 3, 2. There it is.
His assistant Skylar, I think.
Who
Who is also Technobabble with Unown.
He gives intel, I guess. Sure.
He could be replaced purely by Professor Oak.
Yeah, sure.
You could have one or the other.
He exists.
So are we alright to the three on the screen?
I guess so.
Which one first?
Ash's mom, probably.
I think this is the first time they actually mention her name is Delia.
I will give it to the. I'll give them this to the movie. What they did with Ash's mom, legit pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not like 2000 where she was just kind of there for some odd reason.
She had some cool moments.
And it also gave her reason to actually drive out all the way, because she actually knew the Hale family and such, apparently. Where it's like, okay, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Family, friends in danger. Let's drive all the way out into. Let's drive out on the private jet, Oak's private jet to Johto.
That does remind me though of the other factor of so Ash was like 5 when he played with Molly.
He's 10 now. Molly.
How is
age.
Molly alive?
What are these ages? Ash is Molly's age when they play together. Either Molly is a 10-year-old, or something's gone wrong, or she's the biggest or she is the most playful 2-year-old able to walk and talk. And even then, she's told to be 5.
That or she's had 5 birthdays, but her age hasn't changed, just like Ash.
Huh. People don't age in the Pokemon universe. That's the only explanation.
But yeah, Ash's mom, not bad.
Had an actual reason to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Improvement over 2000.
Yay! We had something positive to say about this movie.
Okay, so which problem first?
Molly.
I mean, technically there's 3 with Unown, Entei, and Molly.
I mean, Unown, I feel like is just a catalyst. Like they're basically with their
plot point to make everything happen.
They're a MacGuffin
in
this movie. They're the MacGuffin that lets Molly do Molly things.
Which also turns into the final boss because they lost control of the psychic powers.
They're the MacGuffin that went haywire. That's
and then said, we're out of here. Have your father back.
And I'm like, okay, you could have done that at any time. Why didn't you just do it?
We forgot he was here. She wanted an Entei, Dad. So Entei or Molly?
Molly. Yeah, no. I think it could have been like there was like scenes where I'm like. There was a bunch of scenes where I'm like, if I was emotionally invested in this, that scene would have hit. It was like, the scene itself was well executed. I just wasn't, it didn't have the foundation for it to work.
Yeah.
So I feel like her story, I feel like her character almost works. I think it's just the foundation has problems.
Yeah.
But
like you get notices that she is alone a lot because her father's a researcher and just leaves all the time, leaving her in giant house with Butler, nameless Butler dude. Then suddenly he disappears forever. She meets the Unown. It's sad that her father's not there. The Unown make her an Entei, and then start building a dream world for her.
Which I'm like, okay, if you understand enough about if you understand that much about what she wants, why don't you understand that she wants her dad back?
I think
that's what I don't get.
You know,
they clearly understand a lot about her.
You know, I don't think Molly's the problem. I think the Unown are. For you, I think Molly works. I think the Unown is the problem.
Molly works. It's just I'm like, I'm just like I guess my problem is like I want to be invested in like, oh man, these things are going wrong for the characters, but I'm just like, this could be solved so easily.
Yeah, pretty much.
This problem exists because plot.
Because Unown are dumb.
Because the plot needs it to happen.
We want an Entei.
The plot feels super arbitrary.
We wanted an Entei movie.
yeah, like I don't think there's anything wrong with Molly herself. It's just she needed the foundation of the unknown, and the unknown foundation is kind of bad.
Yeah. The unknown foundation is a single Jenga block holding up a house.
Yeah. Entei?
Why do you have to I feel like they really wanted an Entei movie. And had no idea how to bring an Entei movie into existence, and was like, illusion! He's not really Entei, he's a figment of imagination!
You know what? I just had this thought. If Entei was literally just an illusion of her dad, I don't think I would have a problem with this movie anymore. I think that all I have to do is change Entei to be an illusion of her dad, and then I like the movie.
That's what he is.
But like, actually her dad and not Entei.
Yeah, kinda.
Like, I don't even have to change Entei's character. I think I'm perfectly happy with Entei's character. I think I liked it. I just...
So honestly, that's literally what they did.
I'm just like, why is it Entei? And then it's not actually Entei.
It was never Entei.
It's not Entei. They're just like, we wanted Entei in this movie, and like, literally, that's the problem with the movie, is they needed it to be Entei.
They wanted an Entei.
Oh, gosh dang it. I mean, I guess you'd have to justify how Molly's dad is able to hold off Pikachu and Charizard, but...
Yeah.
You could just say the unknown are giving him power, and the unknown are really powerful or something, I don't know. We can make that work.
Or just have him transformed into an Entei by the unknown accidentally.
Or that! That works too! Have him transform into an Entei.
Where it's like the unknown turned him into...
I just wanted to actually be her dad.
The unknown turned him into an Entei and he got amnesia. But he actually is her dad. The unknown just accidentally made him into an Entei.
Something like that. Sure.
And not just Entei. Here's an Entei. You want Entei as a dad. Here's an Entei. That has telepathy for some reason. Because we can't think of a way to have the legendary Pokemon talk to people without telepathy. And this is the first time where it's not a psychic type, so I have very many questions.
Yeah, we were literally joking the whole movie about, like, why is Entei literally just a psychic type Pokemon?
Because he's a creation of the unknown.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it, like, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, just, why is this why is Entei here?
Because they wanted Entei.
Shelf this story, either shelf this story and come up with something else for Entei, or shelf Entei and save it for another movie. These two, Entei and this story just don't work together.
Yeah. And also freaking unknown? Really?
The unknown are just kind of...
Those things are psychic type Sunkirds in the games. The animation.
The animation was pretty good. I don't think it... I didn't have any...
It does not touch 2000 at all.
Yeah, it did not wow me like 2000. But I think it matched or outclassed the first movie.
Yeah.
It was at least as good as the first movie. It was pretty.
Yeah, it's nowhere close to 2000. I mean, the
nice.
unknown by themselves are like this is obviously CGI.
Yeah, the CGI is a little iffy, but
where it's literally only just
worse.
the unknown.
I've seen worse, and it's You can tell they put some effort into it.
Yeah.
Least. They weren't lazy about it. They weren't super lazy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have hand drawn it and it would be less lazy.
Yeah.
But for deciding to do CG, they did put a decent amount of effort into it. They weren't just like, yeah, they go in a circle, the end. Like, they were like moving the Unown into like different formations and stuff. And
yeah.
It looked pretty cool, actually.
Meanwhile, the rest of the animation was like, yeah, this is alright.
It's solid 2D hand-drawn anime animation. It's solid.
Especially with the actual, like, inside of the area making it look like the storybook from Molly's storybook, it actually does kind of work. It does work really well.
See, like, it wasn't, like, mind-blowingly good, but it was, like, all around very solid and served its purpose very well with no real hiccups other than like the CG specific cases look slightly weird, but that's like I can nitpick parts of the CGI and that's the only complaint I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's overall.
But yeah, it needed at least some kind of another draft on the story.
Yeah, I think.
Like, it needed to fix the unknown part.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
Yeah, I feel like this needed another draft or two.
And also, it could have ended. It also felt like it could have ended like right after the Entei battle.
Yeah. Although
where Ash continues to show off his Herculean strength.
I mean, I do like that they kind of. I do think that they did give Entei a bit of a character moment there.
Yeah,
that was kind of nice, but and that kind of sold me at it somewhat. At first, I was like, wait, why is this happening? And then I realized we're trying to give Entei a character moment. And I'm like, okay.
Honestly,
the
the plot that I thought of the Unown accidentally turning her father into an Entei, giving him amnesia, this actually being her dad, but he can't remember, that would have worked. Yeah. That would have been just fine, and not just illusion of Entei because you wanted an Entei dad.
Yeah, and I think there is a very good story here. It just needed a little bit. It just needed another draft or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides for the setup, it actually does work. Honestly.
It's not bad.
It just picks up the Entei and Unown parallel.
The movie's fine.
Yeah.
Probably.
So where is it currently on the Pokemon ranking?
It's the lowest of 3, pretty easily.
We're going downhill. I've noticed. First has been the best one, and then second, and then third.
Yeah,
this is not a good track record.
I think the first and second were fairly close. This one is honestly a fair bit behind the other two.
Yeah.
Because like I think movie 2 was
just mind-blowingly spectacle.
It's mind-blowingly spectacle, and at least the core was at its core. It worked mostly. I think the problem with this is the problems are pretty core to the like it has major.
What are the major problems of this movie? Unown and Entei. What are the selling points of this movie? It has Unown and Entei in it.
Like it's literally the main part of the movie is where the problems are, and that's why I think it's the weakest one.
Yeah.
Hopefully things get better after this.
Well, the next one we're watching is not forever, actually. Our next one is a slightly direct-to-video movie of Pokemon. That's not a good sign. And I also haven't watched it in a good... I want to say a decade and a half.
Wow.
But it is the one with I'll use a frying pan as a drying pan line. That has been the most famous part of that whole movie. A Brock line in the first 5 minutes.
That doesn't seem like a good sign.
See you guys next time for Mewtwo Returns.